All right, this is Reshad Sims at Nettleton High School, principal here. You're working on my narration for assignment 1.2, enrollment data, statewide enrollment data, and how to use SPSS to calculate or analyze that data. All right, once you're inside SPSS with the data that you download that has been provided, you will then utilize the top toolbar. On the top toolbar, you would select Analyze, and from that you get a drop-down bar, and that drop-down bar would then have options of different tests you would like to run. We'd run a descriptive statistics test, which then will give you a side toolbar. You would then select descriptives, okay? Then you'd have a dialog box pop up, and in that dialog box, you would then select your variable that you want, which is enrollment in this case. Once you highlight and select enrollment, it will move it to the variable box. You will then select options, okay? Options will give you the opportunity to select what you want to compute, and in this case would be our mean, which would be the average enrollment, okay? Our minimum, which would be the lowest enrollment. Our maximum, which would be the highest enrollment in the state. Then our range will be the difference between those two values, okay? We're also computing standard deviation, which tells us how spread out they are from our average, all right? And that's pretty simple. SPSS, in my opinion, is pretty user-friendly, especially with me being the user. Me and Excel are still a work in progress, but it's pretty simple. We'll go through this one more time. Once you download the data, it'll take you to SPSS if you have it on your computer. Top toolbar, select Analyze. From there, you have a drop-down menu. Select Descriptive Statistics. A side menu will then appear. Select Descriptives. Okay. Then you have a dialog box to appear, and within that dialog box, it would have the variables listed in the data set. You would then select your variable. In this case, will be enrollment. Once you select it, it will move it to the variable box. Okay, the variable box. Then you select options. With options, it then gives the opportunity to select what we want to compute. And for this data set and for the enrollment piece, we want to select our mean, average enrollment, minimum, lowest enrollment, maximum, highest enrollment, our range, the difference between those two values, and our standard deviation, which would give us how spread out the values are from the average. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Thank you.